welcome to my channel. Well, I've been obsessed with sharpening up all my knives, and on the Elementum, see, this has got enough belly on it that you're not hitting this thing at all. The thinner the blade you've got in here, the more potential you've got to running into that. But I may have been using mine incorrectly. Alright, so what am I on here? I'm ready to go ceramic. Now, what I was watching on the workshop was when they went to ceramic, they were going like this. They were doing it like a, like you would do a strop or a hone. It wasn't going like back and forth. Hone it up. I was just thinking, while I was sharpening everything, that the difference. I'm addicted to a really sharp edge, and it's like I said, it's not always required for everything. Like an axe, you want it sharp, but you don't want it razor sharp because it's going to dull quickly. That's why the bevel on an axe is usually, like 35 degrees or something, so it does more of a wedge, choppy thing instead of a dig in and bite. Get over here, you. Yeah, some of the fixes that I've read for the potential things on these, some people make a 3D printed thing, because mine's a brand new one, but, it does get a little bit of a side-to-side play a little bit. I tend to hold my thumb up here to help stabilize that. Oh, I'm supposed to go this way. I forget I'm on ceramic. But if you watch Cedric and Ada Outdoors, he has done a series called, taking each steel or whatever to the max, and he would lay back edges as far as he could, and then do cut tests on his rope, sisal rope, and compare them, to other angles and everything. And there's a, it's like if you get a car, like a standard family car or whatever. This was back in the days when we would do stuff like this, and it's okay, but it's got a lot of potential. So if you fix the air filter, if you change it from a 1-barrel carburetor, to a 4-barrel, you're getting more air and gas in there. You're basically upping the performance. And on a knife, you're not really adding anything to it. It would be like as if you had been running around on almost flat tires, and you finally aired them up. And you're like, wow, why didn't I air up these tires a long time ago? That's kind of what I feel about when you get a really sharp knife compared to, it's okay, it's sharp. It's just the way it glides through paper, and yeah, it's going to glide through your skin too, if you have an accident. Which is a lot of times what happens with me when I'm sharpening. I have an accident after I've got that sucker sharp. Really sharp. All right. So anyways, yeah, I just basically, there was nothing wrong with my Elementum's edge. There was nothing wrong with it. But the angle was, I used my cube. This guy's magnet, always grabbing up somebody. Let go of him. I used my angle finder. I set it on this, and that's 20 degrees according to my angle finder. That's 20 degrees on this edge. So, and some people said this dial can move up and down. Another fix is some people put a zip tie in there to add some friction to it. So there's all these little different things you can do. But what I like about this is it gives you more precision for the average person, you know, than they could achieve by doing by hand. And you're not breaking a bank, you know. A KME system is like $600. Maybe you can get cheaper and stuff, you know, but then you've got all these specialized things that you've got to add to it that you can just keep racking up the price. And a Wicked Edge is like 1,000 something, you know, and I don't know how much a Tormax is, but it's probably way up there too. So I mean, for $50, you know, you can, if you haven't been sharpening your knives or you're not used to them, I think this is a great system. Is it perfect? No. Does it have some flaws? Yeah, but potentially. But I mean, for the most part, you can take your average Joe Schmo and give them a system like this, and within a few times, you know, if the first time, you're going to get your edge sharper. Now, I'm not trying to push any particular system. Whatever method you use to get your knife sharp. If it works for you, it works for you. If you've achieved the skill to do it by hand and, you know, whetstone or rod or whatever, then, hey, more power to you, you know. I have no problems with that. I mean, I think that's like the ultimate. The ultimate would be being able to get a knife as sharp as you need it to be, with as little extra tools as you can have. You know, like you're going to need some kind of thing that you're abrading your thing against. So it's got to be the minimum would be like a stone or something. You know, a single stone or, you know, a strop or whatever it takes. You know, the minimum amount of gear. But if you're going to use gear, this is an upgrade to the Lansky system. I don't know how much the basic Lansky system is anymore, but I mean, you can get things for the Lansky system and make it almost like this. A thing that clamps to the table. I've got one. I just never used it. I always set it at my, you know, in the chair and did that. Did the sharpening. But, yeah. So now, what I'm going to do, I don't need to do that. I can just pull this out and look at it. I've got a burr on this side. Then I'm going to strop it. But yeah, we'll strop it and do a little cutting. I won't take you through the whole stropping process again. I like too that this thing's got built-in rubber face, because I never taped up my Stop it! Everybody's magnetic around here, grabbing stuff. Leave it alone. I would never tape up my thing with the Lansky system and always be a mark right up there on the spine where I grabbed it. So yeah, this guy's laid back to 20 degrees. I think it was, you know, according to the angle thing, it looked like my original edge that I had on here was like a 25. And this is a hollow grind, and it was sharp as heck before. So let me do, before I do any honing or anything, let me see how it does. Oh yeah. Oh man, it is sharp. That's sweet. I'm going to start carrying it again. I'm going to start carrying the Elementum again. I love this knife, man. It's not super huge. This one's an S35VN. It was pretty easy. Last night I sharpened my my Boker. I got a little a Kydex neck sheath for my for the Boker. It won't fit the sub, but it'll fit the regular. And I added this because this stuff has a tendency to flare open, and if you're grabbing like this, it'll bite you. But I laid this guy back on this thing to 20 degrees, and man, it too is super sharp. This one's in D2. So yeah, the stones in this thing are, they're not the greatest. They're not going to last forever and all that, but like I said, for the amount of money that you're spending and what you get, I think it's worth it. All right, I'm just going to strap this guy. So yeah, just a little, discussion, a little talk while I was sharpening what I've been up to. I've got another Boker it's supposed to be in today. It's supposed to be the Boker Mini. So I'll have almost the entire size range. The sub won't fit in this Kydex sheath because of the way the clip is so close to the... I don't know, it just won't fit, but that's all right. I think the Mini will fit in there, and I'm sure the XXL won't fit in there, but I mean, who would be using an XXL knife on a neck sheath? Me, probably when I'm being silly. So, anyways, thank you for watching. This has not been sponsored by WorkSharp, but I do appreciate that they, what does it say here? One for whatever you sharpen. That's right. I like how they got a knife and a little deer, or elk, or whatever he is out there. He's got big horns. My, what big horns you've got. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day. All right, after just a little bit of strappage. I mean, once you've had a sharp edge, it's addictive, man. I mean, because you won't want to... Anybody can have a dull edge knife. And those are a dime a dozen. But a sharp knife, it just makes cutting so much easier. It just glides through paper. There's no hang up anywhere. Tip, from the bottom all the way to the tip. So, yeah. There you go. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day. All right, what little hair I have left. Oh, man. They just jump off. Look, hairs just fly off and jump onto the blade. Man. You just touch them. I don't know if you could have seen it. You just touch them and they fly off. Got to be careful with this guy. There's a vein right here. Watch out. Don't chop your veins off. Oh, man. I could shave with this guy. Yeah. Yep, you're getting carried again. Right. I have to do it, I mean, I just have to see. I'm curious, too, what this will do. Oh, man, yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. It didn't just stop at the edge there.